Let's keep with some business here and let's jump into those business headlines. Well, with that, we're going to welcome an author and women and wealth expert, Carrie Carbonaro. Good morning, Carrie. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Okay, let's jump right into those markets. As they closed mixed yesterday, this morning, futures are down ahead of the opening bell. Okay, Carrie, so the pain just continues at Meta and Disney. Now, Meta has started to lay off employees as part of its next round of planned cuts. And at Disney, the same will be happening. So starting Monday, Carrie, this may feel obviously very painful for those workers, but investors are actually reacting positively to that news. Explain.
Yes. So, well, as you know, both of those stocks were down drastically last year. And this year is considered the year of efficiency, which means there's cost cutting everywhere. Both of them have announced, massive rounds of layoffs, including on the tech side, which used to be super safe jobs. They're also getting let go. Disney has decided to, scrap the metaverse. However, Facebook is still continuing with the metaverse, which is interesting, which is also not ready for prime time. But we're going to see a lot more of this going forward this year. This is going to be the trend for the year of efficiency.
Wow. Yes, that's what it is, the year of efficiency. So speaking of Facebook, users have until August to claim their share of a $725 million settlement that came out of a class action lawsuit. Carrie, what exactly was this class action suit about, and what will the average Facebook user be entitled to?
Well, so it was about privacy and the use of our data that was misused. We don't really know the details because they never admitted wrongdoing. However, we are getting money. We don't know how much yet, though. So that's the interesting part, because it depends how many people apply. It depends how long you're a Facebook user. It's a super simple form to fill out. You can go fill it out online. It takes like a minute, and it's really easy. So let's get some of Mark Zuckerberg's billions.
Just a drop in the hat for him. So Americans are traveling at record rates, but there are definitely concerns of a major pilot shortage in the next 15 years. I know we are already struggling with that, but I know it's been called a quote unquote tsunami of pilot retirements coming up. I mean, what could we be faced with, and how detrimental could this be to the travel industry as a whole?
So it's a major issue. We are down 40,000 pilots because we have mandatory retirement age of 65 for pilots. So what that means is all these people have to be backfilled. And the problem is that pilots are not allowed to use student loans, which is so interesting. So what I think is an incredible business opportunity for somebody or anybody who's listening who wants to go out and get those pilots trained. This is an excellent job. I'm sure there's people all over the place lined up who want this job, who just need the funding to become a pilot.
Yeah, absolutely. How about this, Carrie? So many Americans actually say that $1 million is now not enough to retire in comfort anymore. I mean, I guess that's not surprising, especially with inflation and the economy right now. What does this mean for Americans that are getting close to that retiring age?
Well, so I love this story because, this is what I do for a living. So as a CFP, when you take $1 million, which used to be the pinnacle of success, $1 million, a safe withdrawal rate of $1 million is $40,000 a year. That is it. That is your safe withdrawal rate, right? So that means if you make you have $40,000 plus your Social Security of maybe 60, or two people maybe 80, you're living on between 60 and 80,000 a year, which is good, but it's certainly not the lap of luxury lifestyle that people always thought $1 million would bring them.
No, and I read an article the other day saying if you live in New York City and you make $100,000, that's really like making $30,000. It's unbelievable. Carrie Carbonaro, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Really appreciate it. A whole lot of insight.
Thank you.